Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for August 27th, 2014. It is currently 7:37 a.m. and we are setting up for a very hot and humid day throughout the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. They've been few and far between this summer, but we are definitely going to get one of the hottest days of the week on the way for this afternoon. Don't worry though, it's not going to last long. So for right now, we have temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s over northeastern Pennsylvania. The rest of the northern interior in the lower to mid 60s, mid 60s in the New York City metropolitan area, and mid to upper 60s in the Philadelphia metropolitan area. We have winds right now generally light and variable, but they will develop from the southwest at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. For the most part, we have clear skies throughout the region with no areas of fog to concern ourselves with. Now on the surface map, we have one cold front that is slowing down. Notice the stationary boundary here over the Ohio River Valley. This cold front will move through the region late this evening on through tomorrow morning with the threat for a few isolated showers and thunderstorms. I key the word there, isolated. Meanwhile, we have Hurricane Cristobal off the east coast here to the east of North Carolina. And this hurricane will remain well off the east coast and actually to the northwest of Bermuda over the next 24 hours. And really it's taking the perfect slot track, which basically means it's moving between the east coast and Bermuda with no impacts on landmass whatsoever, but it will create the threat for some strong rip currents and some very impressive tidal action along the east coast. So if you are going to the beach this weekend, this week, use some caution because these waves are pretty strong and you can get pulled out into the middle of the Atlantic very, very easily, and unfortunately some drowning could occur. So just use some caution. Perhaps stay out of the water, or at least make sure you're near someone who knows how to swim in that type of water, because it could get pretty dangerous out there. Overall, high pressure will be in control through this afternoon, and then that cold front will move through tonight. Temperatures today are going to rise into the mid 80s along the immediate coast, lower to mid 80s on Long Island, and upper 80s to lower 90s throughout the rest of the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. And with the humidity, temperatures are going to feel like the lower to mid 90s. After that cold front moves through, this high pressure system will take control and produce some excellent weather conditions for the end of this week and into this upcoming weekend, with low humidity in place for Friday and Saturday. Sunday, a little bit more summer-like. On the latest radar, really not much going on. You can see that cold front still producing a few isolated showers, one over the Mohawk River Valley. You got some showers with a disturbance in the central Great Lakes. Notice that the disturbances with this cold front are really focusing over the northern Great Lakes and heading towards southeastern Canada, well to the north of the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. On the infrared satellite picture, you can see high pressure in control with clear skies. There's our hurricane. Here comes our cold front. This trough is going to pick up this hurricane and kick it right out into the Atlantic, providing the fact that there will be limited impacts whatsoever on the region from Hurricane Cristobal. And let's zoom in on Cristobal because some interesting evolutions happening right now. Let's refresh this real fast just to make sure we have the latest satellite picture. And it's refreshing, and well, give it a moment. What you can see right now, what's occurring is, here it comes. Okay, so we have the latest data. We're going to pull in the SAB data here. Now, what this is at the latest satellite fix. The center is now right about here. And what I'm noticing here is that we're finally getting convection to wrap around the low-level center here. Do not be surprised if it takes a little wobble to the west and it intensifies. Don't concern yourself with that. It will not impact the East Coast, but I figure I mention this because, you know, the typical hypesters out there will try to create more of a issue than what it really is. As far as the latest observations, winds are 80 miles per hour. Pressure's down to 983 millibars, which would support a strong hurricane here. So do not be surprised if there's some rapid intensification as we finally get thunderstorms wrap around the low-level center here and we start to develop a eye wall for this hurricane. right now it's moving to the north at 12 miles per hour, and it's roughly 430 miles to the west of Bermuda, and will pass well to the northwest of Bermuda and well to the east of the east coast. So this is our hurricane. It's finally getting its act together, but it will have no impacts on our region aside from some strong surf. On the latest water vapor satellite picture, you could see as we zoom out for North America, you can see our hurricane is about to get picked up by our trough here and sent out into the northern Atlantic, where it will become a very impressive storm over the northern Atlantic and enhance the 500 millibar pattern over the Atlantic. Our cold front moves through, and behind that, high pressure is in control. Then it gets interesting towards the end of the forecast period by Labor Day. So let's take a look at the latest model guidance from the Pennsylvania EWAL website. Again, for today, that cold front approaches. Could see a few isolated showers and thunderstorms late this evening through tonight. Again, most locations will remain dry, but I can't rule out a thunderstorm producing strong wind gusts, heavy downpours, frequent lightning, and small hail. Key word there is isolated. As far as temperatures for tonight, look for them to fall off into the lower to mid 60s over the interior, a few upper 50s, let's say, over northeastern Pennsylvania, and mid 60s along the coast and in urban locations. Now, the morning tomorrow will be muggy, but by the afternoon, with that high pressure building in and that cold front well off the coast, dew points will crash into the 50s. Temperatures will only rise into the upper 70s to lower 80s throughout the entire northern mid-Atlantic, and very comfortable weather conditions can be expected. The warmest location will be Philadelphia, possibly you get up to 84, 85 degrees, but again, it'll feel pleasant because the humidity will be much lower. High pressure will be in control for Friday as well, with tranquil weather conditions, low humidity, temperatures in the mid to upper 50s for lows, upper 70s to lower 80s for highs. On Saturday, that high pressure system will be off the coast. Winds start to develop out of the southwest. Notice we get a bit of a ridge here over portions of the eastern United States and over the western Atlantic. Temperatures on Saturday will range from the upper 50s to lower 60s for lows, lower to mid 80s for highs. Pretty much average for this time of year. On Sunday, we get above normal temperatures with a stronger southwesterly flow, more humidity in the atmosphere, temperatures in the mid to upper 60s for lows. High temperatures in the lower to mid 80s along the coast, mid to upper 80s throughout the rest of the region. Someone could hit 90 degrees in the Delaware River Valley on Sunday, but for the most part, most locations will be in the 80s. With dew points in the upper 60s to lower 70s, it's going to lead to some rather humid conditions. So if you want to hit the pool or go to the beach, Sunday is probably your best day. As far as Labor Day is concerned, most of the day will remain dry, but by the evening, a cold front will move through with scattered showers and thunderstorms. So if you have barbecue plans, plan for it in the afternoon. Be prepared for a passing shower or thunderstorm, especially as you head towards the evening hours, 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the evening. These thunderstorms may be severe, though, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Temperatures will range from the mid to upper 60s for lows, a few lower 70s in urban locations. High temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Again, a lower 90, around 90, 91 degrees is possible in the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area, but most locations will range from 88 to 89 degrees. Humidity will be high once again with dew points in the mid to upper 60s, so it'll feel like the lower to mid 90s on Labor Day. Then on Tuesday, high pressure will take control. I'm looking at low temperatures in the lower to mid 60s, high temperatures in the lower to mid 80s, and tranquil weather conditions overall. And then we start to shift back towards our traditional weather pattern with a trough in the east and ridge in the west. So we have a lot to deal with over the next couple of days, so we'll keep an eye on the weather pattern. And of course, you can follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and LinkedIn. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.